My name is Cooper Smith, and I am here for the 2022 annual Frostfest Parade. And with me, I have my good friend Kamani Jones. Kamani, what do you think about this year's Frostfest?
I think it's going to be a really good year. I think it's going to have a really good night tonight. I feel like a lot of people are going to have a really good time watching the festival.
Speaking of how many people there are here, how about we go see what some of those people think about the Frostfest this year?
Okay, we're here with
Kayla Berry.
Have you ever been to one of these Frostfest parades?
Oh yeah, many years now.
What is your favorite part about them?
Just the tradition of it. It's something my girls always look forward to every year.
Okay,
So.
thank you. Merry Christmas. Okay, so we're here with
Casey Beaker
so have you ever been to one of these Frostfest parades?
every year. So, well, for the last 4 years, yeah.
What's your favorite part about them?
For the kids, the lights, obviously they're pretty excited, waiting to see Santa. So, if they're excited, we're excited. So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Okay, so we're here with
Rod,
Isaac,
how are you guys feeling about the Frostfest parade today?
excited, ready.
I'm ready for it to be over.
What are you looking forward to?
Well, we got the hot chocolate, so and just seeing all the floats and everything else, it would be cool.
Okay, thank you. Merry Christmas, guys.
We're here at the Hays, Kansas 2022 annual Frostfest, and it's looking like it's going to be a great night. There's a lot of people out here tonight. It looks like there's a lot of great floats coming through here, coming to the start line. How do you think it's going to be tonight here, Coop?
Me personally, I think that it's going to be a great night. I think that we got some great floats. I can see them ever so slightly over there down the road. You know, we got some great people out here attracting a lot of attention. I love it this time of year in Hays.
Sounds like it's going to be a great night, Coop. Now we just have to wait for the first float to come through. It's like here comes our first float. It's looking really cool. It looks like a lit up motorcycle. How do you think about that, Coop?
I do think that it is, as it comes into shot here, I feel like it is a very colorful and vibrant motorcycle we got here. Very festive. I like it.
Yeah, it actually looks really, really cool. It's got the LEDs all around the bike, had the American flags on the back. I'm really liking it. I'm really, really liking it. That was a pretty good show they got on us right there. Wouldn't you say, Coop?
I would too. I really enjoyed how they revved the motorcycles. I can tell that made a lot of kids happy, including me.
Sorry there. Yeah, it really gave the vibe to start off the show of just getting us pumped up for the first, so vibrant, so colorful, so bright. You know what I mean? I'm really liking it.
Alrighty, so coming up next, it looks like we have someone carrying a banner. Cam, what do you think about that?
It looks really cool. It says Christmas wishes, mistletoe kisses, which is a saying I've been hearing all week, and it looks like it's just a real cool car coming through. And yeah, I mean, it's looking real nice. It's looking real nice, to be honest.
I do believe that is the theme for this year's Frostfest, and here come all of the merry men on their horses. I do believe that their lights look ravishing this year. They did a very good job decorating them. What do you think about that, Cam?
I think it looks really, really cool, to be honest. I mean, you see all the different flags, all the different horses. Some of the horses are even lit up. I think it's probably I think it's really, really cool, to be honest. You know, you see all these different type of flags and all the different type of horses just, you know, moving everywhere, and I think it's pretty cool.
I agree with you there.
And it looks like coming more, some more horses, looking pretty cool, all littered up. And honestly, I don't know what to say. There's some more horses. What do you have to say about it, Coop?
Well, I can guarantee you, Cam, that it is, in fact, more horses. They do look slightly different than the ones we'd seen before. I see that they are lacking the little tiny hats they had on their ears, and I'm also seeing that they seem to have less lights on them. But I do think that variety is the spice of life, and that they did it good here.
I do like it. I mean, for horses, look a little bit smaller than the other horses, but I think it's a really cool addition to add to the fest.
Highly anticipated. We got the next float coming up here. It appears to be several men dressed up, carrying Santa and Mrs. Claus. Oh, wait, no, they're not carrying them. They're walking alongside it. They are in their carriage. Cam, what do you think about this wonderful sight?
I think it's pretty cool. You know, they have I'm guessing, honestly, I don't know what those people dressed up are, but they have Mrs. and Mr. Claus in the carriage, and I think it's pretty cool that they're throwing out candy to the kids.
I do think it's cool that they're giving the kids candy and riding in style at the same time.
They are most indeed, riding in style. Here comes our next float. Looks like we have some people holding up some posters. Have some lights around them, some Christmas lights, always with the Christmas spirit in the Frost Fest. You know, you always love that. How do you think about these next floats coming up, Coop?
Well, I feel like they are very vibrant with all of the lights around their necks, and it does appear that they are making several children happy by having those children deliver candy to all of the passerbys. That truck with Santa, it appears we have some green thing. I believe that it is something I cannot see very clearly until we get more into shot.
I'm really liking this wreath they have on the front of the car, Coop. You know, the lights, the candy given out, all the people just coming out in this Frost Fest and make all these kids and all these people happy. It's just a really good sight to see, you know? And it appears they have Santa on the back of the trailer and some people sitting out of the trailer. I think that's a pretty cool addition to this little festival here.
I'm with you there, having people in Santa hats delivering candy to people, bringing joy to one another. Even though it's not Christmas tonight, it certainly does feel like Christmas. Wouldn't you agree, Cam?
Yes, it really is a really good vibe. It's that Christmas vibe, you know, like when you, that morning when you feel on Christmas Day or that Christmas night when you're just coming together as so many people. It's just like, you just have that feeling, you know what I'm saying, Coop?
I do know what you're saying, Cam. And coming up, speaking of saying, I'm going to say that it looks like our next float here, it's more lights on the back of a truck. What do you think about the lights, Cam?
I love the lights. You know, the color green's always a good color, and you know, it looks like they got a nice Christmas tree with a bunch of kids in there, Christmas wishes and emotional support kisses. I love that saying. You know, the kids are just sitting in the back of the trailer while the other people are just giving out candy to more kids, as we've been just saying this whole time. You know what I'm saying? Just making everyone's night better.
Everyone's night is better out here. There's smiles and cheers all around. It really is Christmas wishes and holiday kisses. Wouldn't you agree, Cam?
I would most definitely agree.
All right, coming up here, it looks like we have yet another horse. This one seems to be more bedazzled than the previous one that we had seen, but I still think it looks pretty good. Wouldn't you agree, Cam?
Yeah, I think a nice little solo is, you know, a great addition. You know what I'm saying? Coming up now is a couple more trucks. Got some nice lights on them, very bright. Got some more people handing out some candy. It looks like Vivi coming out here, nice, enjoying the festival out here. It's a really nice addition to see all these lights out here and just so many vibrant colors to add to the festival tonight. Wouldn't you agree, Coop?
I certainly would agree. I feel like all of the lights that we have, whether they be red, orange, yellow, green, or blue, I just love them. I feel like they really add to the atmosphere. And it appears that the Bookmobile from the Hayes Public Library is coming up next. The Bookmobile also has a wreath on the front, and it has even more lights than I can count on the side of it. It is looking extremely festive. What do you think, Cam?
Man, I mean, that's just amazing, man. Just all the lights, the wreath, just so many colors, as we've been saying. You know, green, pink, purple, blue, any color for that matter. You know, they're waving to the kids, giving them candy and everything. I think it's just been an amazing addition. And coming up next is a trailer with a penguin, it appears to be on the back. Wouldn't you say, Coop?
I would say that is in fact a penguin. I cannot remember his name off the top of my head, but I do believe that is the Patented Libraries penguin, where they have all those books that they hand out to the kids. I have not heard of him in ages, and I'm glad he's still around to say hi to all of these kids tonight.
Of course, coming up next is the Ellis County EMS. You know, they help everyone in need. You know, they got the lights and everything coming out here. And it's a great thing to see that, you know, all the people who support us, we're giving back to show them that we really care and everything like that. Wouldn't you agree, Coop?
I do agree with you there, Cam. I feel like it is very important to show our respect for all of our emergency responders out there because, you know, they have the police cars coming in at the beginning, and now that we have the EMS, I do believe the firefighters might make an appearance at some point later on. We'll just have to wait and see.
And coming up next, here comes First Care. Looks like Santa's driving a car now with some of his elves in the back. I think that is a great, great thing to add. You know, just so much different things throughout this whole entire festival.
I really do wonder why they are having Santa drive the car and where all of his reindeer have wandered off to. But he does look to be doing it, and he looks to be having a great time while he's doing it. There's several people shouting at Santa, several people waving, and what's that behind Santa? It appears that we have a man on an ATV with a snowman strapped to the front of it. Cam, what do you think about that? That's a little wild, wouldn't you agree?
I mean, we haven't seen much snowmans out here. I mean, a snowman's probably one of my favorite things in Christmas. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, man. Snowmans are just such a great addition. And then with the lights all around it, I think just giving our snowmen some love here, just one of the greatest things is giving all of our snowmen and all of our things out here some great love.
Yes, he does have some lights on there. Everybody has lights tonight. Though, if we look on, we can see even more lights. I'm excited to see what's to come in this parade. What do you think, Cam?
I am too, and it seems like we're having some troubles here with the ATV. It looks like they're trying to get it back. Oh, it looks like it's maybe out of gas.
Oh, no, I think that's the sound of it, and off he goes. There goes the snowman. He is cruising down there.
Great. That is a great sight to see, having the festival resume. And now we have coming up Next Tech with a chimney on the back. A chimney. I think that's a really good addition. What do you think, Coop?
I do think that is extremely creative. You know, they have the chimney, they have the stockings hung with care, and they even have the little orange lights in there to show the fire. I feel like this is a very creative float that they have here. Wouldn't you agree, Cam?
I would most definitely agree, Coop. I think it's one of the coolest things we've seen already, and I just love the addition. And here comes a nice addition, a big truck, a big semi. What do you think about the semi coming up, Coop?
I think that the semi is decked out. I mean, we got the snowman up on the top. He looks like he's having a great time. Like you said, I agree with you. I believe that snowmen are a very important part of Christmas. It's getting a little loud here, but that just adds to the excitement and the festivity here. The truck is decked out in several different lights. A great way of decorating it. Wouldn't you agree, Cam?
I would most definitely agree, Coop. Just like my old point, we need to give our snowman some love. I mean, just look up. Whoa. Just look it up there. He's shivering. He's having a great time. And it seems like the people driving the truck are having an amazing time.
That snowman does look like he is holding on for dear life up there, but he also looks like he is having the time of his life. Speaking of live, here we are with our next float. We appear to have a pickup truck that is transporting another trailer and several people. Oh, now that we get a better look at that trailer, it appears that Santa himself is on the trailer with the tree. That is a beautiful display of lights. Wouldn't you agree, Cam?
I mean, I totally agree. You know, I love my blue lights, and I think the addition of another Santa and another tree with just all these amazing lights and all these people just all coming together to just show how much, you know, they really just this nice trailer. You know what I'm saying?
I do get what you're saying. It is a very nice trailer, and it brings all of the people together. There's people cheering, there's people clapping, there's people staying warm out here. Everyone's having a good time and being festive. Here comes our next trailer. It appears, not trailer, my bad, float. Here comes our next float. It appears to be a picked-up truck that has the Brogdon's logo on the side of it. This truck has some color-changing lights. Very nice, very festive. What do you think of it, Cam?
I think it's a really good addition, of course. You know, it has some wrapping on the front, you know, it has the lights flickering on and off. And now here comes our two next floats, Next Tech with some lights and all of that. But coming back to your old point, it looks like the firefighters didn't get to have a saying coming out here. What do you think about the firefighters coming out here, Coop?
Well, I know a lot about the firefighters, and I do think that, wait a minute, that is who I think it is. That is the firefighter's very own dog coming out to make an appearance during the Frost Festival tonight. He is waving to several kids, and he is enticing cheer. If you look over there, he just gave several kids a fist bump that might have made their night. I feel like it's great that we are getting some recognition from the firefighters out here. We got all of the different types of trucks out here. First we had law enforcement, then we had EMS, and now to close it off with our first responders, we have the fire trucks. What do you think about how the fire trucks are lit up tonight, Cam?
Man, I mean, it's just so amazing for them to come out here and just for us to show them how much we respect our first responders. and our firefighters and everything like that. I think it's just a really great addition.
I feel like that big call over the bullhorn of the Merry Christmas Haze might have stole the show for the time being. Wouldn't you agree?
I would most definitely agree, Cooper. I think this is just amazing to see all the wreaths, all the lights. You know, they have their lights going on and off, the Christmas lights, blue and red. You know, they have the gold lights right there on the side of the EMS. You know, that's just amazing to see.
I agree with you there. They definitely do go with the color of the truck, and all of the honking just adds to the excitement of the parade tonight. What's that coming up after the Tender 50 truck? It looks like we have yet another float. And is that snow coming off of it? I think it might be. Are you seeing what I'm seeing, Cam?
I think that's snow, Coop. These lights on this truck and on this float, they got Santa up there with the tree lit up, and I think there's blowing some snow all over these kids. What would you say, Coop?
I think that we should try and figure out if that snow is real or not, because it's December here in Hayes, and in Kansas, it's kind of whenever when we get snow. So I don't know if that's actual snow or not, but it looks like it is. That snow is going everywhere. We might want to take cover. Santa looks like he's having the time of his life up there. There is a sign wishing you peace, love, and joy. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody watching this. The snow is getting all around. It's falling everywhere.
That's so amazing to see.
I am right with you there, Cam. Seeing all the snow falling everywhere just adds to all of the festive cheer here.
And here comes our next Western Supply Co. This got the big reef on the front. You know, the nice lights, and the tree on the back. It's looking amazing. It's really looking nice.
I also noticed that they have the stocking hanging from the mirrors on the side. Now, it appears here that we have several kids requesting that he honks his horn. The question is, will he do it? Will he honk his horn?
I don't know, Kuba. I think he's gonna do it, and he did it, and he did it. He honked the horn, and I think that makes a lot of kids' day, and I think that makes a lot of kids more and more happy.
Oh, for sure. It makes all the kids happy when they start pulling their hands down and then the trucker honks their horn. I've done that my fair share. How about you, Cam?
Yeah, I've done that my fair share of times, and you know, it's always a great sight to see. But here comes our next float, Pro Image Sports. Looks like they have another Santa on the back. And some nice lights. It looks like they're handing more candy out to some of the kids. And I think they're also having a great time in this festival. Wouldn't you say, Coop?
Well, I would say so. And it also appears that on the front of that car, we have Pro Image. I do believe that this is a new company coming to Hayes. And as we see it go further on for this first timer, we do see Santa Claus hanging out on the back of the truck looking like he is happy and having the time of his life.
Is she kissing Santa Claus? I mean, I can't really tell what she's doing there.
I think she might be. I think we might have caught Mama kissing Santa Claus. What do you think, Cam?
I think Mama's kissing Santa Claus. You know, they got the tree, they got the presents on the back of the trailer, and everything's just looking so nice with all these lights. Next coming up is this nice ATV coming in as our next float. What do you think about that, Coop?
Before we talk about that next float, I'm seeing above it, that is a mistletoe above them. So she is, in fact, kissing Santa Claus. I cannot believe it. Can you, Cam?
No, that is actually a great sight, Coop. I didn't even notice it, but that is a great thing to see.
That is a great take on a classical Christmas song. We got our next float coming up here. It looks to be a four-wheeler of sorts with, is that antlers in the shapes of Christmas lights? Are you seeing what I'm seeing, Cam?
I'm seeing what you're seeing, Coop. I think it's a really cool thing to see. They have the nice little, I think it's supposed to be a reindeer. I mean, do you see the little red nose there? I think it's Rudolph. What do you think, Coop?
I do think this is not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but Rudolph the Red-Nosed four-wheeler that we have here tonight, bringing joy to the kids with all of the flashing lights, making everybody happy. They're passing out candy, making everybody's evening better. What do you think, Cam?
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I mean, I do agree with you with the red nose. And here comes our next float. Has this nice red, I think it's one of these old fire trucks. I mean, it got the reef and got the nice horn, all these nice lights. What do you think about that, Coop? They're all wearing some antlers. What do you think about this?
I do think that it is very cool how they went and did all of the lights interwoven into the ladder and how they all have their antlers on. Very festive tonight. Wouldn't you agree, Cam?
Yeah, and I think it's really cool them bringing out all these old cars that they used to have all back then that some kids may have never even seen before. And I think it's a really cool addition with all these new and old brands that they're bringing back out for this festival. Wouldn't you say, Coop?
I would say so. I also see that there is a lights, funnily enough, on the back of the Old West Brewerina from the West Side chapter of Hayes, Kansas truck. Coming up next, we appear to have Rudolph the Red-Nosed pickup truck right now. I cannot believe it. Rudolph has become so many things tonight. What do you think, Cam?
Yeah, I think it's one of the best things we've seen all night. I mean, you know, just it coming through and Is that the Grinch you see on the back of a float? What do you think about that, Coop?
I think that is the Grinch standing back to back with. Is that Frosty that you see in this?
Oh, whoa. I mean, I think it's Frosty. Yeah, I mean, he has the snow. I think he's having a great time.
What an unlikely duo, but they are here on the back of the trailer bringing joy to all of the kids. And Cam, you want to talk about what we're seeing next?
Well, honestly, I don't have any clue what this is. I mean, it looks like a nice three-wheeled this light mobile. It has the smoke and everything coming out. It looks really cool. What do you think that is, Coop?
I do get some word from the outsider that it is Breathe Coffee House. I have not been there, but they tell me it's nice.
That just sounds like a really cool addition to have to the fest, you know, to get some notoriety. I think it's a really cool thing. And it looks like as our float comes to an end, that we have a nice, amazing truck coming through with Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. And that's just a great way to end it. I mean, this here amazing 2022 annual Frost Fest. And I think it's just been a great night. How about you, Coop?
I am completely with you there, Cam. I feel like there were some great floats out there. I mean, that Breathe Coffee House one to kind of close it off. As we can see, they are slowly going more and more down the road, getting further out of view. But I do believe that that was a great addition to the Frost Fest. Wouldn't you agree?
I would most definitely agree. Thank you guys for watching this. I'm Kamani Jones from Hayside Tribe Broadcasting.
And I'm Cooper Smith, reporting for Tribe Broadcasting. Thank you for watching.